Hey everyone, welcome back to Danny's Karma. All right, I am sending out numbers. Happy Sunday. I'm gonna close out questions just because I want to go on the members page to start the lives. Do your weekly read. I'm gonna be back this week. I'm not sure if it may be Thursdays as usual. So we'll get back to schedule. So questions are officially closed. If you send me anything now, it's going to be left for Thursday, just FYI. All right, everybody should have gotten their numbers. Please check. Let me hop on my live. I can't see the chat as yet. Where are you guys? All right, don't forget to hit the like button for me, please, and thank you. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have a moderator in here, so I'm going to try my best to put the numbers in the, will this be recorded? I mean, it's going to be on the live tab. So you mean if it's going to be on the channel? Absolutely. Hey, Natasha. So that way, yes. So after I've finished the live, I'll put the timestamps on it and you will always have access to your read. So again, questions are closed. So if you didn't donate today, I'll probably be back on Thursday. The number you sent me is actually my favorite lucky number, also my birthday. Interesting. Wait, it's not your birth. No, we're not in Virgo yet. Okay. Interesting. That means something. All right. Gotcha. No worries, babes. Hey, Liz. Hey, Dorothy. Life of Pi. Hey, love. All right. I don't know if I'm going to have a moderator to help me out, so I'm just going to put that there and we're going to get started. Okay. We're going to actually start with angel number 1. I found that cute. That was funny. You didn't get a number? Oh, yes. And I did see yours. You're so right. I did see yours. Maybe I didn't flag it. Hold on. Thank you for letting me know. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 Okay, and don't worry, you're going to be in order anyway. So thank you for letting me know, love. I didn't flag it. That was my fault. But I remember seeing your name. All right, you'll be in the order you sent it. So all right, let me just make sure I didn't miss anyone else. I don't think so. Please make sure you got your numbers, everyone. All right, we're going to start with number 1. All right, love. I'll make sure you got, I sent you a number. Just make sure. You're welcome. Okay. We're going to start with number 1. So for number 1, what could she expect coming up in love? Let me just make sure, because I know that we went back and forth on this email. So I think these were going to be like, hold on. So what did we actually agree on? Is number 1 in here? Okay, I think we're just going to do each question. Okay. So for number 1, what's coming up in love for number 1? What's coming up in love for number 1? The Knight of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The 2 of Wands, a lot of fire energy. And the 5 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, the Fool, Aquarius energy, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, Page of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Justice. I see you taking someone back. This situation is heading very, very slowly. I feel like, yes, you and this person have a very strong connection, a lot of fire energy. Is this the Leo? Chariot, it sure is. 2 of Wands, yeah, Page of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Justice. Ace of Swords, what's the 5 of Pentacles? The Temperance, what's the Ace of Swords and the Justice? And the Moon. I feel like even though you have clarity in a situation that you need to let this go, I don't see you letting it go. I see you still entertaining it because you have a lot of love for this person. I feel like you're definitely rejecting your intuition. High Priestess and a Four of Cups, Knight of Wands, Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I feel like this person is very sneaky. Okay, Six of Pentacles. They could be breadcrumbing you. You guys do show up as heavy soulmate energy. All right, Seven of Wands, and they do create some kind of blockage to your forward movement. All right, to your forward movement and confidence. Two of Wands. Yeah, the death, in because you're not ending a situation. So what could she expect coming up in this situation with the Leo? The Devil, the Five of Swords, and the World. The Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Strength. What's the World and the Strength? The Three of Swords. I do see ending, but I feel like it's not anytime soon. Devil and the Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, because you're going to try to consistently work at this. All right. Yeah. And you're ignoring any other options that you may have. The Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Magician. You could be manifesting a fire sign, another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, a water sign, or a Gemini. So I feel that, yeah, there is some kind of new beginning that wants to come in, but unfortunately, in this situation, you feel like the Leo is your end all be all, right? Page of Swords, King, Emperor, and the Empress. I do see an ending. I just don't feel like it's anytime soon. Okay, there could be a betrayal coming up from his end, so just be careful. What's finances looking like coming up for her? What's finances looking like coming up for her? What's finances looking like coming up for her? Two of Swords. Two of Pentacles. I see that there's a lot to juggle here, a lot of indecision. Page of Cups. What's finances looking like coming up for her? The Tower. And the Queen of Cups. Two of Swords. The Lovers. Two of Pentacles. The King of Wands. Page of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. The Tower. The Justice. Queen of Cups. Six of Pentacles. I do see some kind of payout. This could be with the Tower and the Justice from a legal situation. All right. I feel like there's a lot of burden on you. Okay. This could be, again, I don't know if, is there a child support thing? I know there's a legal thing. So there could be like a child support situation or a legal situation to where you do get some kind of financial help. But I feel like there's some kind of crossroads. I'm not sure if it's because of the Leo as to why you don't want to do this. So I don't know if you rather reconcile with this person rather than have him kind of pay for his obligations. And the funny thing is that he manipulates the situation. So I don't know, again, if you're going through some kind of financial burden with the Ten of Wands and everything is on you, is this a situation to where he, is he emotionally controlling you to not help out with the children? I don't know if that's the situation. Knight of Swords, but I do see again some kind of finances or a legal situation that's going to bring you some kind of help. Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, the Ace of Wands, and the Fool. But that's once you release yourself from the Hermit, overthinking it. What's coming up as far as her finances? The Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Wands. There could be a new job here coming up for you. There could be a promotion. The Hangman, the King of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. But I feel like with the King of Cups, Chariot was the Four of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. There's something here about not allowing or not, there's something here that your finances is being hindered by someone that you love, someone that you hold maybe very dearly. Heavy Pisces energy. There's something like you told me there was something about a Pisces. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Is this the third job here? Four of Cups. No, you could be having another opportunity when it comes to work, maybe like a promotion or a new job. I don't know if there's a third job, but there is something new when it comes to work. There could be, yeah, a promotion or some kind of recognition coming up here. And what's this? What's holding her back financially? The Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Some kind of move. All right. There may be issues with you moving. Ten of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Cups. There's something about a disappointment with you moving. All right. So that may cause some kind of financial restriction because he wants me to pay. All right. So as far as what's coming up in this legal situation, let me just see what you wrote here. Oh, I see. Okay. Despite appearing capable of managing independently, which has me leaving confused and frustrated, there's also... Okay, what's coming up in this legal situation as far as her outcome? Interesting. Okay, what's coming up in this legal situation as far as her outcome? Ace of Wands. What's her outcome in this legal situation? Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. The Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, the Fool, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. What's her outcome on this? The Three of Pentacles, the Justice, and the Six of Pentacles. You know what's so funny? I see this going your way. I see this legal situation going your way. I see this legal situation going your way. Temperance, Two of Cups, and a Ten of Pentacles. I'm not sure why is it that you're the one getting some kind of payout, but I feel like it's going actually your way here. What could she expect out this legal situation? The Page of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. You have some kind of wish fulfillment coming up. All right, some kind of kumbaya energy, Judgment, Nine of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. You're going to feel very confident in this. I think he's the one that's going to be left very confused. Okay, so I see it going your way. Just make sure you just keep your head down. And it is telling me, I don't know, if you and this person have a legal situation, you may want to hold back from him sexually or hold back from him in that kind of way. I mean, I'm just reading what I see. All right, but this is like a double-edged sword, right? So I see things going your way. All right, my love. You had number 1. I am innovative. All right, number 26. All right, number 26, 3-month energy forecast for number 26. So we're going to start with the overall energy for the next 3 months. Oh, thank you so much, Obora. Thank you. Welcome. For number 26, 3-month energy forecast. We're going to do the overall energy and then month by month, starting with February, then March and April. For number 26, what's the overall 3-month forecast for number 26? Hey everyone. Hey Astro. Sorry I haven't been able to looking at the chat. I want to get through these questions so we can start doing some lives. Number 26. 3-month forecast. Overall energy for the next 3 months. Oh, girl, you got the Six of Wands and the Devil. Oh, Lord. Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Devil. Okay. You may be getting a hell of a lot of attention coming up, all right? A heavy Capricorn energy, Taurus, Virgo, sorry. You may be getting a lot of attention in the next 3 months. Five of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, High Priestess. Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Devil, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool. Wow. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius, Air sign, Earth sign, Heavy Capricorn. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. What's the Six of Wands, the King of Wands? Is this about work? The Nine of Cups. You could be getting a promotion or some kind of recognition or work in the next 3 months. Okay. There could be some kind of bonus. Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the High Priestess, the King of Cups. I feel like when it comes to love, you know, there's a situation where I still feel like you're going to be a little bit heartbroken knowing that there's a breadcrumbing energy, the Devil and the Six of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. You're going to be at limbo about leaving a toxic situation or something very restricting. What's the Devil? The Sun. What's that about? The Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. You could be finding out something about the Capricorn when it comes to work. That's going to make you a bit iffy on whether or not you want to leave the situation. Queen of Pentacles and the Fool, the Knight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. I feel like, you know, there's a very like stop and go between you and the Capricorn. You free yourself. There could be a travel. There could be a trip coming up for you in the next 3 months as well. I feel like there's like an energy of like a full-blown energy of like bliss. And then Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and Eight of Swords, Four of Swords. It's like you want to move away from this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you feel bad. And then the Knight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the King of Swords, Page of Pentacles. So Ace of Wands, Hangman, and the Ace of Cups. There's like a very stagnant, you know, energy. I feel like roller coaster on and off, stop and go between you and this Capricorn. There's a recognition here when it comes to work. There's more money coming in. What is this Ace of Wands, Hangman, and the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Cups? You may have new love here. The Sun, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. But again, I feel like there could be an energy of you kind of turning your back to people that may want to date you, may want to be with you. All right. I feel like there's someone else here that, again, you're still wondering, am I going to get an opportunity from? All right. This Divine Masculine. Hey, Gigi. Thank you, Natasha. Hey, Astro. Hey, Liz. All right. So let's see. What's February looking like for number 26? What's February looking like for number 26? What's February looking like for number 26? Eight of Cups, the Lovers, and the Two of Swords. The Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. Eight of Cups, the Fool, the Lovers, the Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Hierophant, the World, and the Ten of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Fool, the Star. What's the Eight of Cups? The Sun. Oh, something very nice is coming in February. You're going to be transitioning into a lot of self-love and healing. Lovers and the Six of Wands, Temperance. What's that about? Oh, that scared me. The Judgment and the Two of Wands. What is this about here? The Nine of Swords. I feel like mentally you're going to be in a much better place. I feel like it's a happy healing month for you. I feel like there's a lot of peace here. What's the Six of Wands and the Lovers? The Four of Pentacles. It's almost like accepting things for what it is, but it's more so internal for you. Like, whatever. Two of Swords and the Six of Swords, Page of Swords. I still see you being at some kind of crossroads and totally making up your mind and leaving a love situation behind. But I feel like you're kind of content, but the contentment doesn't come from that other person specifically. It comes from you. There's a very self-healing energy here, a very peaceful. You're not going to be in your head so much. It's like you're making you happy. All right, the Hierophant in the World, the Page of Pentacles. What's that about? The Seven of Cups. You may have a lot of opportunities coming up for you too. So you coming out of this energy is actually opening up portals and other things, places. You know what I mean? Seven of Cups, King of Pentacles. What's the World? The Emperor. Are these two the same people? Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Four of Cups. What's that about? Oh, Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. Interesting. Girl, you got somebody else here, but you're kind of like rejecting it. You feel like, who's this? The King of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Tower. The Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Who is she doing this with? The Ten of Pentacles. What? So you're entering a relationship, but give me a second because, girl, I don't know. But okay, number one, I do want to tell you there's something about your finances that's turning around. I feel like what you're not accepting much from is breadcrumbing. Again, I don't see you losing contact with a specific person. We know who that is, but I feel like because you're so good in yourself, right? There's a difference. Um, I don't know if you're ignoring this person in the process, and they could be making some kind of offer towards you for commitment. What's coming up between her and this Capricorn in February? The Tower, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Girl, what's the Tower? The Chariot. You could be actually getting some kind of like surprise proposal here from the Capricorn. I'm not saying it's an engagement. I'm not saying it's a marriage. But I'm saying this is the Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and a Page of Cups. This is definitely like some kind of higher level of commitment. Who is this? The Knight of Swords, the Hangman, and the Knight of Wands. Is this someone else? Queen of Pentacles. Yes or no, damn it. Three of Wands. No, I feel like this is the same one. There's someone here that I feel like it's the Capricorn that, you've been waiting. You're getting some kind of wish fulfillment from the Capricorn in February. That is just the bottom line. Because here's where the energy shifts, right? It's not to say you're like, oh, F that, I'm going to head out. It's more so, I'm so happy within myself. Even if you're there, it is whatever. Like, you can go ahead and live your life. Like, there's something about the changes within you that's actually pulling him in. King of Pentacles and the Emperor, Ace of Pentacles, that want to provide some kind of stability. And actually, you could be closing out a cycle with him. Again, when I say closing out a cycle, I know for some people they take it as, oh, we're done. No, it's not that. You're closing out this cycle of me always being there, me being readily available, being submissive, that kind of energy. You don't have to stop talking to him, but that creates some kind of confusion and burden for him, and he's going to want to give to you. So he may be stepping up in February. Girl, he asked if what would I say if he asked me to marry him? My shit is always a so okay. Well, I hope he's not watching my channel. All right, what's March looking like for her? 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 What's March looking like for number 20, for number 26? This is the climax of that freaking novela. This shit just got good. Four of Wands and the Hangman. What's March looking like for her? The Six of Wands. Girl, I see even your stability changing. The Temperance. And the Five of Swords. What's March looking like? Four of Wands, Two of Cups. The Hangman, the Sun. The Six of Wands, the King of Cups. The Temperance, the High Priestess, and the Five of Swords, Seven of Wands. Wow. The Death. What's Death? The Hermit. I see some kind of, again, I see you in a relationship. All right. I see you being very happy, feeling very confident, feeling like the head bitch in charge, a boss. All right. That Bronx is coming back out. I got to tell you, I haven't seen this energy, I don't think ever. All right. Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups. I mean, sorry, King of Cups. I see you being very happy in some kind of partnership. Again, Six of Wands is here. What's that about? King of Swords and the Hierophant. Is this work related? Two of Pentacles. Yes or no? Damn it. The Star. There could also be some kind of communication in March from like a boss, or they could be realizing that you may be going elsewhere or you're not happy. So they're like, nah, let me go ahead and give this chick a whole raise. Let me give her something else. Six of Wands. There's something about like a recognition or a promotion, because I feel like there's like somebody that doesn't want you to leave. All right. This feels more work related. Hold on one second. All right, guys, quick prayer for my sons to win this game because their team hasn't been doing so good this year. All right, they got a soccer game. Oh, you're the second best team? Okay, my bad. I was just, huh? Oh, you're versing. Okay, well, you're going to kick their ass. So go ahead. You better. All right, sorry. Temperance and the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands, Two of Swords. I mean, I don't have anything more to say that you're going to be so aligned. I feel like the happiness is coming within you. Two of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands. You're going to give two shits about who's going to try to be. You just don't give a fuck. This is you giving less fucks and you kind of getting everything you want. Your money's looking good. I feel like you're going to be feeling good. I haven't seen this energy for you really ever. All right. Five of Swords, Seven of Wands, Two of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Wands. You're releasing. You could be releasing a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Who's this? The Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Is this the same person? The Star. I mean, you could be releasing people, situations, things that no longer serve you, that you feel is just sabotaging to you. I feel like, I know you've always been in your little bubble, but this is you in your little bubble, and just being, it is your bubble is paradise at this point. Does that make sense? Thank you. Yeah, send your nephews some good vibe because they've been bad this year. It's been bad. Your girl haven't been going because I'm not going because I'm one of those moms where I'm gonna be like, I'm cursing in there. I rather not. The other parents legit hate me. I think. So again, I feel like this is paradise for you in March. I mean, you look good. The Justice, the Devil, and the Queen of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Chariot, and the Six of Swords. If the Capricorn acts up, I see you turning your back. Again, there could be some kind of travel. It feels a lot about you. It feels like you're happy, you're in a good energy. You could be in a commitment. There may be a little bit of obstacles coming up in this relationship, but I feel like work is looking good. There could be a Six of Wands, a recognition, a promotion, money. I mean, and I feel like, once our pockets are also looking good, and once we're getting all that, a lot of us is like, you know what, you want to act up. Well, once you start becoming or feeling like that head bitch in charge again, then that's it. You know what I mean? All right, so that was March. What's April looking like for number 26? Yeah, but your Zen is becoming like Bali or something. Like you're super happy. What's March looking like for number 26? What's March looking like for number 26? Three of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, damn, and the Eight of Swords. So you could be also investing in March, between February and March in a new venture. 10 of Pentacles. Your money's looking good. You're going from the 3 to the 7 to the 10. So you may be feeling a bit of restriction because I don't know if you're going to start some kind of business. The Page of Wands speaks about a new start here. Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot, Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Okay, here we go. Three of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. You and the this gentleman here could be starting like a own business, or there could be something new that's coming up when it comes to your money. Again, I see some kind of elevation. I don't know if you're planning a move. All right, but this could just be Page of Wands, some kind of new project, something that you've been idolizing to do, like something that has been like a dream of yours or some kind of goal. All right, Seven of Pentacles in the Chariot, the Justice. I see money here. Okay, again, could be your taxes. Just saying. Eight of Swords and the High Priestess, Seven of Swords. What's that about? The Death. Seven of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like because you're so kind of focused on you and your projects or whatever this new venture is, you could be ignoring your intuition a little bit here. I do see an ending. The Devil, the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, and the Hermit. I do see an ending possibly to a relationship. The Tower. Why? The Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the Two of Wands. Who's this for? The Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Is that her? Knight of Wands or him? Page of Swords. Knight of Wands. Is that him? Wait, what? What he got going on? What he got going on in March? What this? Six of Wands, Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Temperance, the Sun, Lovers. What she got going on in March? Nine of Pentacles, Judgment, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands, Queen of Cups. I mean, I don't see a third party per se. I just feel like you feel like whatever the situation is may be hindering to you. You could be ending this situation. You feel like maybe somebody's a bit too codependent or too clingy. Look at how this shit turns out, right? And you're like, I don't know if I want it anymore. So there could be an ending in March. Yeah. Nine of Wands. You could feel like there's something about this person that's just holding you back from forward movement. And you may not know how to tell them. So it's because like everything you've ever wanted actually is coming through, but now that it's here, it's like, do I even want it anymore? Because you start realizing, do I just want to be single? Devil and the Nine of Pentacles, why? The Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know. There's something about codependent energy that you're not feeling. That was interesting. Interesting. Okay, you got I am tactful. Okay. Congratulations, boo. Can't wait to go and hear about that one in person. All right, number 222. Number 222. Okay, so this is a channel message. Present and future energy. Between, and I think you put the zodiac signs. There was two. No. Okay, between number 222 and S. Okay. Current energy between number 222 and their person S. And we'll see if the reconciliation is here. Channeled energy, present energy for number 222. What's the present looking like? What's the energy between him and S? The Two of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Judgment. What's the energy like right now? What's the present energy? Five of Wands, oh, and the King of Cups. Two of Wands, Ten of Cups, Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Judgment, Four of Cups, Five of Wands, Six of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Is that her? Yeah, the high priestess, heavy Pisces energy. I'm not sure if there's a Pisces. I don't think you put zodiac signs for me. Okay, that's fine. Two of Wands, Ten of Cups, the Lover. So there's definitely an energy of somebody wanting to work things out and move forward. Judgment and the Four of Cups. But see, there's someone here that is rejecting it right now. So the energy between you and this person, you both are coming up as masculine energy, just FYI. It could just be because the feminine could be very defensive. All right. I don't know if there's distance between you and this person right now. This could be physical or emotional distance. And I feel like there's something here about what's the Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. There is is this the feminine? But you're coming up as masculine energy. So again, there's something about somebody wanted a reconciliation at the present moment. But Four of Cups, Nine of Cups, someone is kind of like enjoying rejecting someone else. Or Four of Cups is like, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to see it right now. Yeah, Queen of Swords, the feminine looks like they're turning their back towards this possible reconciliation and kind of fighting to move on. Three of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, towards another relationship. All right. This person could be transitioning to another relationship. So right now there's a lot of Five of Wands competitive energy, competition for her, or the person moving on. And I feel like there's someone else here just waiting for things to kind of work out. You guys are showing up Hierophant and High Priestess. I'm not sure if you're married or this could be a twin flame situation. Tell me more about the feminine currently. The King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like, again, death, justice. There may be like talks of a divorce. I'm not sure if you guys are legally married or this is just talks of like a finality. Ace of Cups, Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Moon. And even though this person is moving into another situation, relationship, Ace of Cups, new love, it feels like a rebound because they're not even healed and they're not even sure about it. Can't see the chat. Sorry, let me go on here so I can see if there's anyone talking to me. All right. Thank you so much for the gift, Natasha. Appreciate you, boo. So I feel like the person that's moving on. Oh, okay. The person that's moving on is the one that Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Moon. There's still a very unsure energy here. How could I explain it? Like it feels like a rebound because they're not healed. They're feeling very left out in the cold. The Moon, this is definitely someone that may want to find somebody else right now because it's like to mend them, right? It's like a band-aid here. Two of Pentacles, Hangman, because they're still stuck on whether or not they want to heal a situation with you. I got you, Astro. Thank you. Okay. So what's coming up between these two? What's coming up between these two? For number 222, what's coming up? The King of Wands, the Death and the Judgment, the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. The King of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Death, the Ten of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Pentacles, and the Justice. Interesting. Is this the masculine? Four of Pentacles. No, what's this about? King of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles. So I do see the holding on of the reconciliation here, Eight of Cups, but I feel like there could be like, again, a divorce that's coming up, the Moon, Nine of Swords. I feel like someone, I feel like I'm assuming this is you. You feel like coming up, this is a done deal. Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance. What's that about? The Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and the King of Cups. Is that them too? The Ten of Swords. So I feel like there is a change of events where Eight of Pentacles and Justice, Five of Pentacles, are they going to? Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Four of Swords, Ten of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Tower. Here's the thing. You know, I feel like this does take time to come back around. I do see it coming back around, but with the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance, it speaks about divine timing. Like you're going to have to let something play out because I see that whatever that new love is, it's not going to work. I do see her becoming a bit more coming up. I see you holding on to the reconciliation. I see you holding, I see there being a lot of heartbreak and moving on. But because it feels like such a twin flame situation, there's almost like mirroring that's going to be happening to where you guys need to be apart so you could heal on your own. You heal yourself separately from her, and she do the same thing. And it may be in another opportunity for her or another commitment or, another person. There's something that this person is going to bring out in her that she's going to realize that she needs to heal. What I do recommend is not to be looking at her social media, right? Because Six of Wands, it's like she could be flaunting this person out there. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and a Justice, Four of Cups. All right. So then what happens in this dynamic? The Strength, the Ace of Wands, and the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Star. I do see her healing. What happens between her and this other person? The Tower, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. I'm telling you, there's some kind of chaos coming up for her and this person. And then what happens between these two? The Six of Cups, the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Wands. I see her trying to sneak back in. I see her wanting to have a conversation. The Magician, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Cups. I see her wanting to come back around. But with the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance is telling me that it's in divine timing. And the reason for that is because you guys may need the separation for right now, even though I know that's hard to kind of understand or take, right? Especially when we're hurting over someone else. But I feel like there's an energy with the Justice and the Eight of Pentacles. You both need to work on each other or separately. You know what I mean? And she needs to go through whatever tower moment she is gonna have with this new person. And you actually got the number 222. I am balance. So this is you finding balance within yourself. Trust that seeds of thoughts are growing as you nourish them without words, feelings. I'm sorry. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. Yeah, Nine of Wands. So there may be an energy of course, of not to insist. I know that's hard, but I feel like the more you insist, the more you push someone away. Give someone space. And if, obviously I'm a firm believer, whatever's for you will be for you. And it's not going to pass you by. It's just and really in divine timing. And with the Temperance on top of that divine timing, it speaks a lot about healing. All right. I apologize. I missed April. How did I do that? How did I do that? I'm so sorry. All right, we're going to go back. It's number 26 to do April. I'm so sorry, boo. You notice I'm rusty. I haven't done these questions in a while. All right, number 26 again. For number 26 again, what's April looking like? And thank you for letting me know. I appreciate you. What's April looking like for number 26? What's April looking like? How did I forget that? Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Swords and the Star. The Hierophant and the Hangman. Nine of Wands. Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Hermit and the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. In April, you look like I don't know if I want to be married. I don't know if I want to be here. You may want to be single. All right. I do see with the Three of Pentacles, you could be tied up in a lot of like work. I don't know if you're starting again some kind of business. Three of Pentacles feels like there's a lot of restriction when it comes to you and your work life. Okay, like trying to figure out work and personal or work and life balance. Emperor. What's the Nine of Wands? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. What's that about? I don't know if you're gonna want to keep trying with the person that you're in a commitment with at this point. The Lovers. You may feel a bit this is funny. So it's the same energy. You get what you want, and then now that it's here, you're like, oh my God, do I really want it? I feel like tied. I feel like I'm in prison now. The Star and the Hermit, the Strength. And you know why? Tower. I'm going to tell you why. You've been doing so much healing. When this person comes around, it's not to say there haven't been, but the healing is differently. And this person may want you to heal them. That's why you're feeling very restrictive, right? It's like, I don't know, there's some kind of leechy energy or codependent energy where you're like, this is not what I envisioned this to be like. All right, the Hierophant and the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, yeah, and the Fool. I don't know. You're having a shift in perception in April. You may want to leave this behind. You may want to be free. You may want to be free. You may want to be free, girl. This is hilarious. And usually this is what happens, right? We want something so bad. And when we have it, it's like, oh. However, I do see again a lot of success around your finances, around your work life. But you don't know. I don't what's the Page of Cups? Justice. You may feel like at this point, I don't know if it's the energy of you feeling like you're dealing with a child. What's the Ten of Swords, the Hangman and the Fool, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords, yeah, and the King of Pentacles. What's the Two of Swords? Is this on her end or his end? I do want to tell you there's new love here for one of you. And I was pulling that. But I don't feel like it's on his end. You may have an option coming up between two people, including him in April, March to April. Because I did see that. And I don't know why this is probably what it's giving me too, where your shift in perception is coming in to where you're like, I may want to be out there again. Three of Cups, King of Cups, and the Empress. See, and the fact that is there's nothing wrong again with the King of Pentacles, right? But not when it's side by side with the Empress. What's this? The Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Judgment, the Ace of Wands, and the Temperance. You may want to sneak away to someone else, girl. This is crazy. You may want to sneak away to someone else. There's competition here for you. Heavy air sign. That air sign kept popping out. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There may be someone else. So you get what you want. Now that it's there, you feel like now you're in some kind of restriction. You start realizing, I don't want to be here anymore. And there may be new love in the mix for you. And now you want out. Ace of Cups. So the next 3 months for you seems extremely interesting. Who is this new person? The Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. I don't know, but this person is intriguing you. You're getting some kind of attention and you're manifesting this. See, that's the thing. Did you realize how your energy changed with all me, my happiness, focusing on my money, on my new venture, work is becoming better. Your energy is changing. You are releasing the mental heaviness, the overthinking. You're transitioning into this Nine of Pentacles and the Empress, and you're going to attract exactly what you want. But see, by the time what you want comes in, you're in a whole different energy to where that may not be what you want. Does that make sense? By the time what you want comes in, you may have outgrown it already. And I see that you may want something more. And you could be, and mind you, as it's not to say you're out there trying to cheat on anybody or be deceptive, but the fact that your energy now is calling in what's in within your vibration, someone else may be catching your eye. Heavy Gemini energy. Five of Wands, death, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands, Two of Wands. You have a different direction. You're going to have an option. And I feel like you're going to feel really bad about it. But now this is something that's kind of fulfilling for you. Yikes. Wow. I was not expecting that, number 26. I was not expecting that. All right. Oh boy. This membership page about to be lit today. All right, number 22. All right, number 22. I love that. I do love that for you. I can't even lie. The way them tables turn. All right, number 22. For number 22, you got I am aligned. All right, channel present and future for number 22. So let's look at the present energy for number 22. Presence energy for the Virgo, number 22. It's so funny. 22. I know that you put that there because I always wonder. I'm like, I always think you're a Libra. So I know you put that there on purpose, like, bitch, I'm a Virgo. Let's not forget. I love that. Number 22. Number 22 for the Virgo. Present energy. Presence energy. I don't know why you don't give me Virgo vibes. The Empress, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. What's the present energy for number 22? Knight of Pentacles. And the Seven of Cups. The Empress, the Ace of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, the Strength. Seven of Cups and the King of Wands. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I'm just not sure if this is love or career right now, but it feels like overall you're being presented with an opportunity. Before Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, you are like threading lightly or carefully or walking on eggshells, like, kind of tiptoeing around this. Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups. You're a bit resistant to some kind of transition. Knight of Pentacles and Strength. So it's like a very like careful kind of energy. Like I'm not sure. And it has to do with some kind of Nine of Wands feeling guarded on a transition for you. It's almost like, we're comfortable, and when we're kind of caught off guard or off pivot is like, "Oy," you know what I mean? So Seven of Cups and the King of Wands. Let's see. King of Swords. I don't, what is this about? The Star. I don't know if you have a very good offer. Heavy Aquarius energy here. You have Libra, um, Gemini energy. You have a good, like a stable offer that looks like the Star, wish fulfillment. Three of Swords, but there's some kind of resistance with you going towards this. You could be, again, I don't know if this is work, but it feels like there's some kind of elevation that wants to come in for you. But with the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, I don't think you're taking this offer. Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Devil. You're very stubborn about this. Emperor. Now, I'm going to put it to you both ways because this could be love, again, or career. This could be like, let's just say, opportunity coming towards you. With like let's say a promotion or you becoming boss, and you're very this could be like not imposter syndrome, but maybe you're very defensive over it because you understand what that commitment comes with, right? This could also be someone coming towards you offering the Ace of Pentacles stability. If it feels like, it looks like, it smells like wish fulfillment, something that you've always wanted, or they're granting you some kind of wish, but You're still holding back from them because there's a stubborn energy from you. With the Emperor and the Devil, what is that about? There's something. Oh, hell no, girl. I see where this is going. Is this what she would be? Girl, bye. Okay. He almost fooled me. Tell me about this person, the High Priestess, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Is that what they're in? Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. So I feel like, I don't know if this is what's going on right now, or this could be coming up in the next few days. You could be meeting someone, but be careful. And I see why you're taking, it gives me side piece energy, girl. Somebody's going to watch you as a side piece. But see, I can still put this two ways. You know what? The energy, what it is, whether it's love or career, something looks good on paper. Something looks good on paper, but behind it, it's deceptive. So someone could be coming in wanting to date you, be around you, court you, giving you flowers, promising this and that, and let's just say they're committed elsewhere, so you wouldn't be priority. You'd be like a side piece energy. If this was work, this is something that looks good on paper, but you know what that obligation comes with, and it doesn't come with a nice energy. Knight of Pentacles and Strength. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups and the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. You have options here though. Three of Wands, Temperance, and the Fool. Whatever path that you're on right now, just know that all these are tests coming your way, but I feel like you're passing them. You're excelling whatever the universe is throwing at you. Whether or not somebody's coming towards you with this stank ass offer, meanwhile they're committed, all right, or they're in a situation that they still haven't, the ink ain't dry yet on this divorce, let's just say, or whether this is career, that there's an opportunity that looks really good for you, but you're like, I know what that's going to involve. It's almost like they're going to be screwing me without petrolatum. I'm going to be, you know how I am. So there's something that you're kind of threading lightly, and you're Seven of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. You're like, you know what? I'll pass, and I'm going to wait on what's really mine. Three of Wands, Temperance, and the Fool. And I love that energy for you. And I feel like this is all that has to do with your intention, right? Life throws curveballs at us to see what we want. And I feel like you're passing this with flying colors, regardless. If the Three of Swords, you're like, damn, you know what I mean? But you're like, hell nah, because your vibration is exactly where it needs to be. So I feel like you don't, right now, it's like, you know what? I'd rather pass because this ain't for me. Four of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. And it's still giving me both work and love. So it could be and or. The Death, the Five of Wands. Yeah, what you don't want is any kind of confusion or conflict. I feel like you want to keep your life very peaceful. So you're moving on. Six of Swords, Two of Wands, yeah, and the Magician. And look, as soon as I said that, you're moving on. Six of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Magician. You see how your manifestations are still here, right? Because there's something that you see, you catch the red flag, you're not ignoring it. And I feel like you're going to get exactly what you deserve because of this. And you did show up as the Empress, so kudos to you. All right, what's coming up? I'll be back on Thursday, guys. I'll put the all that information on the community board. All right, what's coming up for number 22 then? And that's why you have I am aligned. I just realized that. So the devil is trying to throw you some kind of curveballs, huh? What's coming up? The Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles, Gemini energy. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. Page of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Five of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Swords, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Temperance, Five of Cups in reverse, and the Tower. Two of Cups. What's the Eight of Cups? The Five of Wands. Oh, God, what? King of Cups. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Page of Swords, and the... Oh, girl. Three of Pentacles and the Temperance, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Cups in reverse, and the Tower, Strength. What's the Five of Cups in reverse? Eight of Swords. What's the Tower? Justice. What is this? King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Tell me about the King of Cups. The Moon, heavy Pisces, heavy Scorpio, heavy Pisces, heavy Cancer, heavy Scorpio. Okay, water sign. What's this? Oh, wow. So I feel like coming up, you are going to be entering a commitment, but not with that person that we were talking about. There's someone else here. All right. I feel like you're transitioning and there is conflict over you. You are investing in someone that's very emotionally available, very emotionally intelligent. This feels nice as a breakthrough for you, as a good opportunity. You see what I'm talking about? How that energy just flipped because you didn't accept some kind of narcissistic energy here, or someone that you know is more so throw the rock, hide the hand. So you could be even moving into like a secret or investing in someone. And I feel like somebody here finds out Page of Swords and they are livid. This same person that I feel like is either in a commitment or whatever. This is like the tea, girl. When I say they're pissed, I mean the Devil and the King of Swords, that's nasty. What are they going to do, if anything? The Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Sun, the Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Magician. They may try to manipulate you. Now, this part may not happen, but you know what I got from this? This would be someone so nasty, and I seen dudes do this, and they're straight up bitches for that, where they're like, oh, you're going to do that? All right, I'm going to expose you on something. I don't know why I got that kind of vibe from this asshole, but this is like malicious. You know what I mean? Three of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Temperance. Yeah. Meanwhile, you're just like, do, 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 do. You know, you're kind of just doing your own thing. You're being in the energy of flow. And I feel like you got somebody here livid. And you may even feel Five of Cups in reverse. I don't feel bad for your bitch ass because guess what? You're getting karma. Girl, I don't know what this is, but you need to tell me. So see, there's dating here. You're dating someone, but with the Five of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, you're dealing with some kind of burden elsewhere, like on the outside. Somebody, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Three of Wands is like trying to sneak into your energy. So, and by the way, you may have, as I said, something with work where there's like a big step up for you, a promotion or something like that. But I do feel also you could be, I don't know, eventually go in public with this other person and somebody's going to want to block it for you. So what I would say to you, sis, I'm going to be quite honest. This is beautiful energy on your end. Don't be so quick to put things out in public because if you believe in the good, you need to believe in the bad, and people could definitely try to manifest against your happiness or your commitment or your new job. Whatever this is that you're investing in, keep it to yourself for a little while. Not to say you want to hide this person, you know what I mean? But you may not, and especially because I know some of us is like, we want to put it out there for the other person to be like, you see what you lost, but it's not worth it because I feel like whoever is it that you're investing in, it looks nice. You know what I mean? I am aligned. Congratulations, boo. All right. This will be here. Okay. I'm going in order. So number 6. For number 6, you got I am nurturing. Hold on. Let me change this. Oops. Hold on. Does this say the weekend? Am I on the wrong live? I don't think so. I'm so confused. Hold on, guys. Let me see something. Okay, I am on the right one. Okay. For number six, present and future. Tell me about the present energy for number six. Present energy for number six. Present energy for number six. What's the present energy for number six? Ace of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ace of Swords. And the Three of Swords. Ace of Wands. Okay, the Judgment. Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Empress, Libra, Taurus again, Page of Swords. Ace of Wands and the Judgment, the Chariot, Cancer energy, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, King of Swords, and the Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Empress, Nine of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Page of Swords, Ten of Swords. What's that? Whose energy is this? Tower. Is that her? Who's that? Seven of Wands. Interesting. Girl, let me tell you, this is nice. I like this. This is really nice. I don't know, collective. What you guys, I don't know. 2026 looks really good. What's the Judgment, the Chariot, and the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands? I don't know if you're starting some kind of new project or you're going back into a business. It feels like there's a lot of, or this could be now coming up within the next few days, right? It's already in your present energy. This may be Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Two of Pentacles. You trying to figure out how to create some kind of balance and distraction for you. Not to say you're ignoring something, but you start realizing that you need to transmute some kind of energy into a project, into how to make more money, how to balance things out. All right. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, Hierophant, King of Swords, Emperor, you're stepping into a very masculine energy. I don't know if you are going back to kind of like invest in your own business, or this could be you trying to find a new job. There is some kind of success coming in for you, but it's coming in from transmuting some kind of energy, because Page of Swords, you're realizing about some kind of wounds, or everything, things that everybody has their own wounds, their own demons that they're fighting. You're realizing that, and it's like, me just sitting here and not transmuting that energy when I could be making money. It's something like that. And I feel like with the Tower, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, and the Empress, it's almost like finding yourself. There's something very beautiful about this. The Star, there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of success coming your way. What's the Judgment? I do feel though that there could be someone coming towards you that's going to want to reconcile with you. However, I feel like I don't know, you're now embodying a very masculine energy, as I said, to where you are very much, it doesn't feel more defensive, it feels very protective. All right. And I feel like with the Two of Pentacles, the world, you don't know on whether or not you want to move in and invest into this, or you want a world to close out this cycle. I feel like this person is going to insist. Aries, I have air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus energy. All right. But I feel like, again, you have some kind of breakthrough on your end where you're realizing that I just want to be kind of like me right now, at peace in my own energy, focusing on whatever growth. Empress, yeah, Ten of Pentacles. You got money coming in, by the way. All right. I don't know if you're waiting for some kind of big lump sum. Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, that could be here. Nine of Cups. I feel like you're also realizing that the deal breakers that you have with people, right, or in relationships, this is what I want out of a commitment, and if you're not willing to give that, and that comes with that Empress energy, listen, it's just not for me, right? Just kind of realizing that I want whatever the universal God wants for me, and being in that energy. So even though with the Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, it may hurt, right? I feel like Seven of Wands, you're putting up your boundaries. This is nice. All right. And you're like, you can go ahead and offer that cup to someone else, that shot glass to someone else. What I really want is like a nice big cup. Okay. The Hermit, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Cups. Yep. The Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. I do feel though with the Devil, the Lovers, and the Four of Cups, not to, again, you're following your mind and your intuition more than your heart. I don't, yeah, I don't know. To me, my opinion is like the heart is weak, bro. The heart is weak. The mind ain't. That's my opinion. I don't know if the heart is like the betrays us. I don't know, but the heart is weak. I'll put it that way. Because I see that you betraying, not betraying, rejecting this hurts. It's like nine of swords. So I really want to walk away, but you realize that there's some kind of unhealthy attachment with the four of cups that you no longer want to be in. Damn. Wow. All right. So what's coming up? Seven of Pentacles, I just saw, and the Queen of Cups. So again, there's a lot of self-investing here. A lot of just pouring into you. And again, this is all about you putting yourself first. So what else is coming up for number 6? And that's why you have I am nurturing. And I am nurturing. It's not something outside of you. It's something within you. The heart is treacherous. Listen, I agree. Talk about a strong muscle. All right. What's coming up for number 6? Page of Wands and the Hierophant. You're going into an energy of like ascension here. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Very focused on exactly what you want. Four of Cups. You may not see this coming, but it's almost like, I don't know if you wear glasses. You know the difference between when you take them off and then when you put them on? You're going to be putting on your glasses more often. There's just like seeing crystal clear. All right, Four of Wands. Versus when you take them off, there's like the little fuzziness. Okay, Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, Six of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Four of Cups, Ace of Wands. Goddamn, Four of Wands and the Death. Woo, girl. You got big changes coming in, honey. I can't wait to hear about this. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. You have breakthroughs, something passionate, and there's something very emotionally fulfilling for you. Six of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be investing in. You may be entering a commitment, though. I don't, girl, Six of Cups. I don't know what's going on. The Hermit and the Ace of Wands, Four of Wands and the Death, Three of Pentacles. So what's this Hierophant, Six of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups? You got options coming in, but I see you taking someone up on this. Ace of Cups. You have two people here or several suitors, but there's someone here that you may be investing in. Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, Ace of Swords, the lovers. This is someone that's definitely going to show some kind of like, um, show them that they're going to get exactly what they want and it's you. So they're putting in the investment. Knight of Swords, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady, somebody's catching your attention, but why is the Nine of Wands? But I feel like you're a little bit at limbo, a bit defensive. Hermit, Four of Cups, Six of Swords. What's the Ace of Wands? The Star. But this is someone that I feel like you have some kind of passion with. Sex is important. I feel like you like this person. But what's the Hermit and the Four of Cups? Eight of Cups. What's the Six of Swords? Three of Swords. What's that about? Ten of Cups. Is that her going? Is this all her inner thought? Knight of Wands. Three of Swords. Six of Swords. Ten of Cups. I see you entering a very peaceful situation. I feel like you are trying to move on from the inner negative thought that you could have. It's like you're rejecting the burden. You're whatever you're moving into, you are realizing that you're gonna stop. You're just gonna be again in the energy of flow. You're gonna be rejecting that negative talk that comes up. All right. Death, Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Five of Swords. What's the death? Seven of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. What's the Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands? The Moon. You're moving into a whole different situation. There's a transformation coming towards your stability. And I feel like love too. And I feel like whatever you feel has been holding you back, you end that. Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, the Devil, and the King of Cups. The Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Justice. The fact that you're doing some kind of changes within you highlights some kind of toxicity within someone else. So it's almost like whatever you couldn't see in someone before and how they were gaslighting you, love bombing you, you're going to be seeing that. And I feel like the justice that you're creating in yourself is the boundaries that you're putting up. What's this relationship she's moving into? The Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. I don't know. This could be with an Aries, Leo, Sag, Ten of Cups, but I see you being happy. Eight of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Page of Swords. There's something about moving into a relationship here, but it feels very passionate. I don't know, girl. I love this for you. Wow, this was nice. Okay. All right. Number 18. You got I am. Hmm, that's funny. This has a typo. I am kind-hearted, which I feel like that's what they want to put here, but it says kind-heaped. I am kind-hearted. Be careful of like typos or, maybe some kind of distraction when it comes to work. Make sure you dot your I's, cross your T's, revise your work, etc. Take a look at your work 2 or 3 times. All right, number 18. Let me change this. All right, number 18. Oh, thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. It is an Aries thing, boo. Yo, toxic ass. Okay, gotcha. All right. Cheese Marie. Cheese Marie for number 18. What's a cheese man? 18, I don't even know if you're Hispanic or not, or if that's something that, I love that. The fact that how you could be around someone and certain things kind of rub off on you. What's the cheese man? What's the cheese man? What's the cheese man for number 18? What's the cheese man? King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. What's the cheese man? Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and the Eight of Swords. Somebody can see clearly now. Page of Wands, the Star, Aquarius energy, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Lovers, Four of Swords, Gemini energy, Eight of Swords, the Devil, Page of Wands, and the Sun. Damn. Nine of Pentacles. Damn. Page of Cups. Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Magician, Lovers, Four of Swords, Temperance, Eight of Swords, and a Devil, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Sun, the Emperor. Damn, girl. What's the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords and the Devil? Five of Pentacles. Somebody's leaving. Yeah, Six of Swords. Someone's leaving. Someone is leaving a situation where the Eight of Swords and the Devil, they felt like they were in prison. They felt like they were in prison. I feel like somebody's definitely becoming single and it's like their wish fulfillment. They got the clarity. Maybe they were at limbo about it for a while. But with the Temperance, Four of Swords, this is someone that is also healing and they realize I'm out. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. They're leaving. They're releasing themselves from prison. They're this is not even a bail. Well, they may be getting bailed out, but I feel like with the Emperor, the Sun, and the Page of Wands, they could be starting something or moving on to what their happiness is. They're going from the King of Wands to the Emperor. So they're manning up or womaning up in a situation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Wait, what? Didn't he say something nice? Right. Oh, you retracted it. Okay. Nine of Swords. Yeah, Chariot. This is someone definitely breaking free from a situation. Again, it feels like they're coming out of jail, but I feel like we both know what this is. Seven of Cups. This is something that they could have been kind of pondering. There was something maybe with dreams. Four of Wands. Like, what's the Seven of Cups? Ace of Wands. Two of Cups. What's the Ace of Wands? The Page of Pentacles. This may be also dreaming about like another situation to come into reality. So again, if somebody felt like they were in jails, like they were already smelling, they could smell and taste outside. The Emperor, the Sun, and the Page of Wands, Six of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. And I don't feel like they're gonna have any kind of thought to where they're gonna go to next. What's coming up in their situation? The Six of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Hermit, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. What's that about? The Death, the Two of Cups, and the Judgment. If they went away, this could be kind of like a farewell. There is a Knight of Swords, Hermit, like a deep conversation here. Five of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Somebody did that to me, actually. Somebody went away with me to tell me that this shit ain't gonna work no more. Uh-huh. This shit, that damn, that triggered me a little bit. I can't lie. My toxic off and on 7-year twin situation, when he went on to someone else, he went away with me one last time while they were together. I didn't know they were together. I know he had someone else. And on that trip, and the fucked up part is that I was miscarrying his child. I know that's a lot to talk about here, but yeah. The justice tell me, like, I want to tell you on this trip that this is it. So that's why I'm not surprised at seeing whatever I saw here. Six of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the Hermit. What's the Three of Wands? Yeah. So whatever, what's that? Empress, whatever the commitment was that he, there's the marriage. All right. I did share that with you guys. Maybe I shared that with you, Astro, but not public. I've never said that in the public. Maybe with you. But yeah, girl. This is definitely a conversation that they had. That this is done. Death, Two of Cups, Judgment, Five of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. I don't feel like it was a peaceful conversation, but that's that. Mm, we gonna know what happened on this trip. The Six of Swords, the Death, and the Justice. I can't make this up. What you mean? What happened on the trip? Was there a conversation? What happened when they got away? Emperor, Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So there was a conversation. Emperor speaking to the feminine, a conversation about Four of Swords, Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords, Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. I don't know if what do you mean by that? The Six of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. This is giving me someone being deceptive on a conversation, maybe avoiding the fact that they may want to sneak away towards someone else. But, or I don't know if he said this because Seven of Swords, the Tower, the Moon, and the Judgment. I don't know. So this would be a conversation where this ain't gonna work. I don't know if this person went on to be like, yo, I'm about to head in a different direction with someone else, or this is the part that he left out. However, she ain't stupid. She knows she's being blocked out. Six of Wands, Page of Swords, Four of Wands. So there's just something here about a dynamic changing. All right. Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Swords. This ain't working. Five of Swords, the Strength, the Four of Pentacles, and the World. We can't keep holding on to this. Though, I mean, how many ending cards do we need here? Death, Ten of Swords, Tower, World. Three of Wands, Five of Cups. So that Three of Wands, that trip was not a happy trip. Five of Cups. So, honey child, if you wanted to cheese me, you got a whole I'm a fly on the wall. Pretty much what I just did for you was like I just went ahead and became like like a fat ass chick. My whole, I had a tap, a little wire. Here's your recording. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the membership. Whoo, whoo. I'm sorry to hear that too. That was, oh, you mean on my situation, girl? Yeah, that was a tough one. I can't even lie. That was a tough one. That was tough. Hmm. All right. There you go, boo. All right. Number 99. I am courageous. Number 99. All right. So this is the next 3 months and then two questions. Okay. Next 3 months and then two questions. All right. I'm going to do it in the order that you wrote it in. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, of course. Of course. For those of you that missed it, I'll definitely be back on. For those of you that missed the questions, I'll be back on Thursday. Usually I do these on Thursdays, sometimes Sundays, so we'll get back on it. That's January was a tough month for me, so that's the only reason I stopped. But we're definitely gonna go back to schedule. So I'll be doing another one on Thursday. All right. All right, my loves. Number 99. Let's do your next 3 months. All right, Astro, keep me on point because for some reason, I don't know why, I got a little ADD. All right, overall energy for the next 3 months for number 99. Overall energy for the next 3 months for number 99. Overall 3 month energy, and then we'll go month by month. Overall 3 month energy. Oh, okay. Overall 3 month energy. Be careful with your finances. Something with your apartment or your rent. Make sure you're paying that on time, please. I don't know why I felt like I gotta tell you that. Six of Wands, overall 3 month energy for number 99. What's the next 3 months looking like? High Priestess. Ace of Pentacles. Five of Swords. And the Page of Wands. Six of Wands, Justice. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Five of Swords, the Devil, Page of Wands, Eight of Swords. I'm going to tell you this, King of Wands, there's something that you may be very called to pursue, and it could be something around your spiritual gifts. All right. I don't know if this is maybe like tarot card reading, or there's something that you could be very successful at, but I feel like this is an opportunity that you always push away. There's some kind of stagnancy on that. All right. So the zodiac signs that I have right now: Capricorn, a Libra, Virgo, Pisces. Knight of Pentacles, Strength, Leo energy, Three of Cups, the Moon, Page of Swords. What's this? Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Why is it Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands? What's the Devil, the Moon, and the Five of Swords? Judgment. Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles. You're very intuitive, and you know this. I feel like you're very witchy, and you're definitely like a spiritual baddie. I'm gonna tell you this. You're a spiritual gangster. I just don't know. We could be like super intuitive. We could do like be really good at tarot, but damn, do we ever apply that shit to our love lives? This is what this is giving me. We could recognize the phoniness or with people when it comes to our heart, we purposely turn our back to that shit. We turn our back to our intuition when it comes to love. You got love coming in. Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Justice, Six of Wands. Yeah, King of Pentacles. This could be a Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But there's something about you having a very clear, intuitive download here, strength. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. About this person, Ace of Swords, Temperance. What's the Two of Pentacles? Death. What's the King and the Queen of Pentacles? Eight of Pentacles. There's somebody here. You're going to be entering a commitment. Is this something else here? But see, as you're entering a commitment, there could be another situation here that you may need to block out. Okay. So you have a commitment and it looks very balanced. It looks something that is kind of slowly but surely somebody's putting effort. I feel like, but there is something here about another opportunity coming in, Seven of Wands, that you need to block out because Ten of Wands, Five of Cups, you know that is going to be disappointing. Not sure if it's because of this other person coming in or because you're already in the situation, but regardless, it's going to be heavy. All right. But then there's some kind of, so what is she going to do here? The Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Five of Wands. So you may be introducing competition into your marriage. Queen and King of Pentacles is commitment by entertaining someone else and being sneaky. So I feel like you're going to be Page of Wands, Eight of Swords. Like, damn, girl, if you're going to be cheating, it's going to be heavy. Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, and a Page of Pentacles. Like, you're going to be really kind of like spreading yourself everywhere. And then what happens? The Chariot, the Six of Swords, and the Emperor, the Tower, the Hangman, and the Eight of Cups. Be careful because you may end up with nothing. So the next 3 months look like, damn, you're about to be a whole play out here. All right. Be careful of leaving someone for someone else that your intuition is like, no, because you may end up kind of Hangman, Tower, and Eight of Cups, zero with nothing. Meanwhile, this situation looks really good. King of Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So it's like, it's successful. All right. It looks stable and it looks like some kind of karmic justice for you. But somebody else comes in here and they make you confused. All right. February. What's February looking like? What's February looking like for her? What's February looking like for her? Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Wands. Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Four of Wands. And the Three of Swords. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Swords. Three of Wands, King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Wheel of Fortune reverse, and the Six of Swords, the Moon, Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to be holding on to some kind of petty energy, all right? Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. There could be arguments coming in February. Three of Wands, King of Cups. You're waiting for somebody to come towards you with an offer. The Tower was the King of Cups. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles, some kind of collaboration. You're waiting for some kind of forward movement success. But with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Nine of Pentacles, things are not kind of going in any direction. Things are not moving. Six of Swords, Hangman, and you're also refusing to move on. Four of Wands and the Moon, Queen of Pentacles. What's the Moon? The Eight of Cups. I feel like you already know, like your intuition is telling you need to move on. Three of Swords and a Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. But I see this person coming in and out, and that's what's it's like mixed signals. Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Five of Cups. This is something very disappointing. Who the hell is this person? The Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, Heavy Pisces, Judgment. What's this High Priestess? Temperance. Four of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Someone that you know is like, your intuition is telling you it's stagnant. It's like you're gonna have to kind of wait for this person to. Queen of Cups, Hermit, and the Hierophant. I don't know if this person, what's this person doing? Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Two of Cups, Strength, King of Swords, Seven of Cups. This person likes a lot of attention, and what I feel like what you're waiting for them is the emotional connection. All right, so I see you holding on to something, Five of Swords, that's just kind of keeping you stagnant, keeping you in a negative energy, keeping you from kind of moving on, and it's interfering with your self-confidence because it's just keeping you there, and you could be questioning yourself. This is someone that you're waiting for some kind of commitment from, and they're just kind of like gaslighting you or breadcrumbing you. So that's February. What's March looking like? What's March looking like for her? What's March looking like? What's March looking like for her? What's March looking like for her? The World and the Star. So I see you closing out a cycle in March and healing. Four of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Moving away from like this, holding on to, that same situation. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. And I see you much, much more confident now. There's like a flip of energy. This is like that ping to power. You know what I mean? The World. Yeah. The Seven of Cups. The Star, the Nine of Wands. I do feel like the healing out, it's a struggle, right? Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Wands. But I see you moving forward. Yep, money's looking even better. Three of Wands and a Five of Wands. You could be kind of like fighting the tide a bit. All right. Seven of Cups and the King of Pentacles, the Moon. What's the King of Pentacles? The Ten of Pentacles. Why is the Moon and Seven of Cups and the Moon? Ace of Cups. What's this person doing in March when it comes to her? The Five of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So you got this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person showing up. The Star and the Nine of Wands, Justice. That's going to want to heal things with you. Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. But they're still a bit avoidant when it comes to the commitment part. I see you rejecting them. I see you really, money's looking, by the way, looking very good in March, okay? Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Five of Wands, and you end it. So you end it with them because you feel like this is way too confusing. You feel like, what are we doing? You feel like, the Moon, Seven of Cups, you don't trust them. Knight of Wands, they may be entertaining other people. Ten of Pentacles, yeah, Five of Pentacles. When it comes to commitment, they're not, you guys are showing up as soulmates, but they're very insecure about that. So this is something that you keep trying and question, but I feel like you eventually kind of like move away. All right, you start rejecting their offer. Nine of Swords, even though it hurts, and you start working on you, there's a lot of more confidence. All right, and you're moving away from drama or moving away from this stagnation. So that's March. How about April? How about April? How about April for her? April. How about April? Two of Cups in reverse. Too many. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Now you got competition with your, with some, you have competition. You got Let's see. I see you getting a lot of attention and you're manifesting more people here, manifesting competition. Two of Cups in reverse, Nine of Wands. I see you still kind of being a little bit on the fence about this person or still entertaining this person, even though it's not happy. Heavy Capricorn energy. All right. Nine of Cups. I see some kind of new beginning though. Here goes the other situation. All right. I see you getting interesting. I see you getting attention. Mm. See how this took a turn now? This took a turn. This took a turn. You got the Hierophant and High Priestess, some kind of marriage or twin flame situation here. What's the Moon and the Queen of Wands, King of Wands? You got a soulmate here coming in. I feel like Seven of Wands, Two of Wands, Five of Wands, Four of Swords, and I don't know, girl. You're going to be sneaking away into another situation. I see why you did what you did in the first spread there. Because this person isn't giving you what you want, but I feel like you could still be dealing with them, but you're moving into a more confident energy to where you could be entertaining someone else. All right, you got a side piece here. And you could be emotionally detaching from this person or moving away. Eight of Cups. As soon as I said emotionally detaching, all right, but I don't see you leaving them alone, but I see a different direction here. Three of Pentacles. Tell me about this King of Wands. The Knight of Cups, the Sun, the Five of Cups. But see, it feels like a rebound. It feels like someone here is just coming to kind of serve a purpose, and it's just to mend your broken heart. All right. I see you being a player. So I feel like there's also a lot of mental conflict. I don't know if you feel guilt or again there's a mental conflict, but you justify it. So what's coming up between her and this person's new person? The Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Temperance, the Eight of Wands, the Hangman, and the Ace of Cups. The Page of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Empress. Girl. Strength, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. What's the Empress and the Sun? Three of Cups. Be careful. This is very interesting. Number 99. Be careful because again, I see someone else coming in and I don't know if this is like again a one night stand. You're talking to somebody, you can get a little litty and there could be a pregnancy here, but it doesn't feel like from the person that you're committed to or the person that again you're in a situation with where you're not happy. There's someone else here, soulmate energy that I feel like you're rebounding with, and there's a pregnancy energy there. These readings have been so juicy. I got all three, right? That was April. All right. What are CV? He's a what? That's a what? That's not a Sag. Wait, I can't even think right now. That is Sag, right? Yeah, that's Sagittarius. Okay. What are CV's the Sagittarius intentions with her? What are this person's true blue intentions with 99? What is this person's true blue intentions with 99? Five of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the World. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Strength, Chariot, Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands, the World, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. What's the Five of Pentacles? Three of Cups. What's the Queen of Wands? Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords, Strength, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Chariot, Ace of Pentacles, Empress. Who's this? Three of Swords. Someone else? Six of Swords. Interesting. What are his true intentions with 99? Queen of Swords, Tower, Six of Wands, Five of Swords, Temperance, and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands and the Six of Wands, Ten of Cups, Death, and the Seven of Swords. I don't like him. I'm going to be honest about what I see. I don't know if this is someone that was married or again had some kind of breakup. Empress, he's still hanging on to someone else. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you. It feels like he wants to be with you to rub it in someone's face. He's very insecure as to giving you a commitment, and he knows he's breadcrumbing. He gives you just enough to be there, but he feels like this is because he wants to make someone else insecure. I don't know if you know that or you feel that. But Five of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords, he doesn't see you as commitment, at least just yet. I feel like he feels like with the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot, King of Wands, there's a soulmate energy here. But right now, I feel like he's being logical. I don't know if he just got out of a situation, so it feels like it's a little bit rebounding. He feels like in time we can move into that, but he's still hanging on to someone else. Page of Cups, the World, and the Eight of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Fool, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like he feels like there's an ending coming up. What are his true intentions with 99? Death. The Three of Wands, see, and the Hierophant, Ace of Cups, Justice, and the Five of Cups. So is that how he feels about her? Four of Pentacles. What is he holding on to? The Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So somebody else? Five of Swords. He's holding on to a marriage or someone else. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like he's holding you as a rebound. All right. Death, Three of Wands, and the Hierophant. He feels like this is not going to lead to commitment just yet. There may be an ending coming up with this. He wants to make something right with someone else. Ace of Cups, Justice, and a Five of Cups. Someone that he's having some kind of sadness and disappointment with. Ay, ay. What's being hidden from 99? What's being hidden from 99? What's being hidden from 99? What's being hidden? What's being hidden? Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Two of Wands. Cancer energy. Fire sign Aries, Leo, Sag with the King of Wands. And the Moon. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Chariot, the Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Six of Wands, King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Moon, the Four of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the Empress, the Ten of Wands. I feel like it's the same thing, the King of Cups. What's being hidden from her? Where is she in the situation? The Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Lovers, and the High Priestess. Lovers, High Priestess, the Tower, the Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Is that someone else? The Justice. I feel like it's the same thing. Meanwhile, you could be mending someone here. Okay. I hope you're not giving this dude money. But meanwhile, you're in a commitment or something. I feel like with the Chariot, the Star, and the Temperance, it's like you're healing someone. Two of Wands, Empress, and the Six of Wands. I feel like somebody wants to take another direction. He have some kind of burden that he's still holding on as far as emotionally to someone else. Oh, and by the way, where were you here? So Magician, Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. You could be investing in this person. All right. And yeah, but I don't know, with the Three of Swords and the Tower, the Five of Wands, it's like meanwhile you're fighting for this person, or meanwhile you are investing in them, whether this is financially, emotionally. This person is elsewhere. He's distracted elsewhere. He still doesn't know what he wants. The Sun, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Swords. I don't know if he was married. Again, it's the same energy. The Sun and the Hierophant, Page of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. He still wants to go back to another situation. All right, my love. Number 3, I am charismatic. Thank you, Astro. All right, number 3. Number 3. Hey, my love. Thank you. Same to you. Whatever comes out for number 3. Whatever comes out for number 3. You may have a trip coming up. Or a move. Chariot, yeah. Whatever comes out for number 3. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Five of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, the Sun, the Star, Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. You got two feminine energies here. King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't know your zodiac sign, but I'm going to tell you Leo energy, heavy Leo. I have Aries, Sag, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Um, Your money's going to be looking much better if it's not already. Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to start seeing like some kind of savings grow or some kind of investment growing. Okay, because you've been watering and literally like the not only watering, you've been having like a lot of sunlight on your harvest and it's going to be beautiful. All right. There's a new opportunity coming in. This could be with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Seven of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Star. Somebody wants a chance with you. Who's this King of Wands? Ten of Pentacles. Damn, girl. There's a lot of finances there's a big financial opportunity coming for you. Page of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. I see a lot of stability, Nine of Swords, but there's somebody here that's in anxiety and regret about that. What's this King of Wands? Six of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like when it comes to your stability, when it comes to work, there's a lot of success, there's a lot of money. I don't know if you're going to be buying a home soon or there's a big accomplishment here, like emphasis on the freaking money. All right, Page of Pentacles, girl. I feel like damn. So there's a lot of stability, a lot of confidence for you, and that's hurting someone. This person could be reaching out to you. I'm not sure who. Chariot, heavy Cancer, Virgo energy. Somebody could be watching you. This is someone that you left behind, that you freed yourself from. They're watching you in some kind of anxiety and defeated energy. Meanwhile, you're here looking like Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, like the head bitch in charge. Who is this person that's in this energy? Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Devil. Capricorn energy. What's the Three of Wands and the Devil? Leo energy, Strength, Taurus, Page of Cups. What's that about? Hangman, King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So somebody that could have gone towards another situation could be married now. All right, feeling stuck. I don't know how they know that you're going through this glow up, and they're feeling some kind of way about it. From a distance, they're holding on to you. What's the Devil and the Three of Wands? Empress. They may even be like obsessively watching you. This is something part of their everyday routine. All right. I also feel there's another message that meanwhile you have all this growth happening. If love hasn't entered yet and you feel a bit defeated around your love, the love part of your life, feeling sad, regretful, or feeling like you haven't you don't have that experience yet, it's about to come in. I feel right now you're in the journey or the path of your harvest right now. All right. And if it speaks about Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, it's almost like the divine wants you to kind of clear that up, right? Or something about your glow up. There's something about again your confidence that you needed to work on, some kind of breakthrough that you needed to have. Again, I'm not sure if there's a business proposal or there's something about Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles about like, I don't know if you're going to be sealing the deal on the house. There's something about that. All right, that is like the divine is bringing for you first before the love. What else she needs to know? What else? The Emperor, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands. Well, I mean, you need to kind of enjoy your single life because you got somebody here coming in. Aries energy. All right. And this is definitely going to be out of some options that you have. There's a divine masculine coming your way. Aquarius energy, Virgo, Scorpio. Magician, King of Swords, and the Seven of Wands, Temperance. What's that about? Four of Cups, but I feel like you're gonna be so guarded. See, this is what the divine wants you to know. So you're ascending, right? There's some kind of ascension. I feel like money's gonna be amazing. New opportunities, work. You could even be buying a home, moving, traveling. There's something around your financial stability that's on the up and up. All right. If there isn't love here yet, it's because you need to have some kind of breakthrough in your confidence. Not only that, this is the energy, this is the path of you kind of focusing on your harvest, gaining some kind of stability, focus on your goals. Okay, it's like you're being isolated for a reason, but I feel like you're also being isolated because there's something around with the Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Five of Cups around your vulnerability, things that you haven't probably left behind yet. All right, there could be someone that you could still be emotionally attached to. There's something around your heart chakra that still needs to heal. All right. So I feel like you do have a breakthrough coming in, but now divine intervention comes in that when this person comes in, are you going to be healed enough to even recognize them, or are you going to reject them? So if you've been questioning about love, it's because if someone came to you right now in this energy, being honest with yourself, would you be able to recognize them? Would you be able to give someone a chance off the energy that you're in? Are you embodying the energy that you want to that you want to manifest in your person, right? So meaning if I say, I really want, in this case, let's just say, because I saw it was like around your heart chakra, I want someone that's emotionally available, that, doesn't have any tie to anything else, that, have healed from their past. Are you sitting in that energy? But when I tell you, honey, money, opportunities, stability, I mean, you got all the pentacles, I think, out my deck. All right. When I tell you money, breakthroughs, home, life, soft girl era, and then boom, the love comes in. Hold on. I'm gonna go to your comment because I can't see it from there. Oh, thank you, Alex. I'm a Leo. Okay, yeah, I changed my number because even when I blocked him, he would call private to leave me voicemail. I had to cut the cord once and for all. There you go. So the healing is here. And I don't know if it's because you've cut the cord and you let that go. Look at how your money's about to freaking change. And when I say drastically, I mean drastically. All right? This is big. Congratulations, boo. All right, my love. Wait, what? That was number 3. Okay. Where's my other stuff? Oh, okay. Number 88. Number 88, you got I am wealthy. Okay. All right, number 88. Hey, love. All right, I heard that they let go of one of the people that I quit my last job over. I'm wondering if my former boss sees what I was trying to tell her. Any regrets over not listening to me? Girl, you can't let stuff go, can you, boo? I feel you. I'm the same way. All right. So, any regrets? Any regrets from this boss on the former coworker that was let go of not listening to number 88? How does the boss feel now that they let this other person go? The Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords, the Judgment and the Ace of Swords. Any regrets of not listening to number 88? Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups, Six of Swords, Three of Wands, Judgment, King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Judgment, King of Pentacles, Star, Devil. Oh, she definitely saw clearly some kind of toxicity here, some kind of confusion, but does she regret not listening to number 88? The Emperor, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups, High Priestess, and the Six of Wands. I mean, she's definitely saying that you're right. I don't see the regret. I just feel like this is like a boss that I don't know if they're ever gonna feel like, oh yeah, they were right. Boo hoo. You know what I mean? They do recognize that you're right though. Three of Swords. They know that they ignored you. Justice, but see, this is someone justifying it because they felt like they was still like they couldn't go based on your word or something like that. Three of Pentacles and a Three of Wands. They had to do something rightfully. Three of Pentacles speaks about like it gives me HR vibes, right? So if this is an organization, I don't think there was any regret because this is not something that was, I don't know. It was not something that they could say, well, let me go ahead and listen to her and then terminate this person for it. I feel like like the card is saying that this person is agreeing with you for sure, on whatever you were telling about this person, but there's no regret about listening to you back then because Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and Three of Wands, something required a process. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles, the King of Wands. So yeah, they do understand. They saw clearly about on her Five of Swords that she was some kind of interference, but I don't see the regret about not listening to you, if that makes sense. Because this is like, yeah, how could I explain this? It's like there's a process here. I don't know if you worked for a big organization, but it feels like this is not like if I have a company now, somebody's gonna be like, oh, that person is a bitch, that person is doing this. I need to do my own investigation. If you're telling me this person is stealing or whatever, I need to do my own investigation. I need to follow some kind of process. Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands. I need to wait in order to create some kind of like record or tracking in order for me to terminate. You know what I mean? So I don't see the regret. I do see though that they are giving you that you were right kind of energy. But again, this is something that needed to have a process to follow up with. Five of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Lovers. What's that about? The Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, yeah, and the Nine of Pentacles. What's that? The Five of Wands. I feel like see, there was something that she needed to investigate for herself in order for her to prove that maybe this person was full of drama, this person was disappointing, they didn't work well with other peers, something like that. I'm not in a space to be dating, but I like something to look forward. Anyone coming towards me romantically for me in 2026? What can she expect as far as dating for 2026? What's 2026 looking like as far as love for number 88? Knight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Four of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Emperor. Heavy Aries energy, Sagittarius, Leo. Knight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Emperor, and the King of Cups. I feel like there's a bit of a timeline. You have inconsistent people coming towards you, all right, that you may put in the effort with a little bit. Yeah, the Strength, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Seven of Wands, but you're going to become guarded because you're realizing it's not moving forward. All right, King of Swords, your logic is going to kick in. Four of Cups, Eight of Cups. I do see you giving here and there. All right, but again, it seems like with the Four of Cups, King of Wands, you're like, I don't like the pool. Maybe you're not attracted or something like that. Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit. I see things around the love energy going a bit slow, but then the Emperor and the King of Cups, Knight of Swords. There's somebody here. Two of Swords. You're going to be at a crossroads about. Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups. You may have two options coming in. Aries energy, Leo, Sag, or water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Heavy Aries. Tell me about this Emperor. The Four of Wands, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. What's the Five of Swords? The Magician. Why? Is that her energy? The Temperance, the Ace of Wands, yeah, and the Eight of Wands. See, you said it yourself. If you're not in a space to date yet because you recognize certain things that you're not ready for, you could be sabotaging something that you have once manifested, right? Speaks about a commitment, speaks about a divine masculine. With the Five of Swords here, the Temperance kept coming out. Something may not move forward because you're not healed, or again, it's being in that energy and knowing that I'm not ready to date, but You know what I mean? What's this King of Cups? Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords, and the Two of Wands. What's the Ten of Swords and the Six of Cups? Empress. Why? Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands. There is another energy here that you may like a lot, but it comes to an end because they may have like baby mama drama. I'm not gonna lie. Or they may be not fully divorced yet or something like that. There's like a highlighted energy around their past. So yeah, you do have people coming towards you for sure. A show. All right, number 8. You got I am successful. Wow. Sorry, my ex-husband just texted me that one of the boys just did their first goal of their season, and his twin brother, Liam, helped him on that goal. So that was nice. I wonder if they won. Let me see. I'll text him in a bit. All right. Number 8. Numero 8. Thank you, boo. Oh, thank you. I love you, girl. Okay, got you. Updates on number 8's love life, especially new love for number 8. Updates on her love life, new love, new love. Ooh, Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, I see you stressing less. I see you not being so stressed about it. Like, whatever's going to come, let it come. Whatever's going to go, let it go. Not overthinking. The Hermit, that's you, Virgo energy. The Queen of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, the Magician. I see you being very witchy in your manifestation. All right. When I mean witchy, I mean you're definitely, calling this in. Seven of Cups. You have options coming in. Nine of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles. You're not stressed. Five of Pentacles. There's an emptiness. There's a little loneliness though. The Moon. There's something around your self-confidence, but I feel like you're getting to that. The Sun. What's the Nine of Swords in reverse? Ten of Swords. I feel like you're starting to realize that feeling defeated or feeling like some kind of victimizing energy, right, is not working. There's a lot of like happiness coming from internally, even though Hermit in a Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. What's that about? And I feel like even though there's loneliness here, right? Because we do get lonely. We do just like desire a partner, right? Someone to talk to, someone to share, a partnership with. I feel like even though you're in that energy, like, damn, I really wish that I had someone, or I really, when is that person going to come? I don't see you stressing about it, but you're sitting in the energy where Seven of Wands and a Knight of Wands, you're blocking out people that Knight of Wands, Two of Cups that may want to be coming in too quickly. All right. King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hangman, someone that you feel like may be keeping you stagnant. I feel like you're being very logical about it. Eight of Wands, I feel like you're blocking out because you're really in alignment with what you want. What's this Queen of Wands and the Moon? The Judgment. What's that about? The Devil. Okay, what about that? Two of Pentacles. Be careful. Somebody may want to make you like a secret or a side piece. So again, be careful of feeling lonely and attaching ourselves to low vibrational energy, even though I see you standing your ground. Who is this person? This could be a Capricorn or a fire sign, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Eight of Swords, Six of Cups, and a Five of Swords. Somebody that already have kept you past energy. Somebody that had already kept you in your head. Magician and the Chariot, the World. You're closing out cycles. Knight of Pentacles, slowly. Seven of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The King of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Swords. The Lovers, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. You could be transitioning into starting to like, there's a dating energy here with someone. Tell me more about that. The Four of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. The Page of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Wands. What's the Ten of Wands? The Page of Wands. You may start dating, but there's someone that comes in that's gonna put you into some kind of exclusiveness here. Tell me more about this. This Queen of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Somebody could be coming in. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, King of Swords. There's some kind of new beginning here that's moving into stability. And this person is going to want you to release. There's a conversation that you and this person may have that's going to want you to release the dating world or entertaining other people. Hangman, Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, Empress, and the Death. Woo! Wheel of Fortune, girl. And because you are transforming and now you are aligned, I see this coming in. There's a shift here. I feel like you're like, yeah, no, this is a whole new me. I see love coming in. And again, you're going to have the little inconsistent energies that is going to, the divine is going to test you on. And then boom, that other person comes in. I love this. Okay. What energies are coming towards her? 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 What are these energies coming towards her? Seven of Pentacles, the Magician. You may have a Gemini. Eight of Pentacles. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, and the Hangman, Pisces energy. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Magician, High Priestess. Woo, you're calling in what you're manifesting, straight up. So be very, very intentional and very careful. So two sides here. Be very careful on your intentions and I just want someone versus, okay, I know I want someone, but not someone that's not gonna give me what I want. Versus wanting someone because you're manifesting from a place of loneliness, right? Eight of Pentacles, the Star, heavy Gemini, heavy Aquarius, all right? The Justice, Libra energy. Hangman, Nine of Swords. So, wow, girl. Okay, Seven of Pentacles and Nine of Wands, strength. Nine of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Wands? The Seven of Wands. I see someone being very insistent and trying to invest with you or build with you. I see you blocking that out. So that's one energy coming towards you. All right. But I feel like, again, because you're intentional, Six of Wands, you're getting a lot of attention. So you have, I feel like it's the same thing. Eight of Pentacles and the Star, Eight of Wands. There's a lot of healing coming your way. Hierophant and the Justice. You have a lot of, all right. I'm going to tell you what I see. Empress at the bottom of the deck. So the energy is coming towards you. It looks like a lot of success. There could be something around work. All right, elevation, a new job, things going your way as far as work, stability. All right, I feel like when it comes to love, you're getting a lot of attention. So you're going to have people that are going to try to insist, but I see you holding up your guard towards whoever or whatever this is. Why? The Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles, breadcrumbing energy, petty mind games, the Sun, the Six of Cups. This could be a past person, all right, an ex. I see you kind of holding your boundary up with that person. And I see some kind of wish fulfillment coming in. King of Swords, holy crap. Listen, ma'am, if this person is not an air sign, I'm going to be shocked. That's all I got to tell you. Because I mean, we can't make this up. I mean, we cannot. Tell me about this freaking King of Swords, bro. The Empress, the Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups, Two of Cups. Why is the Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles? I don't know, when you meet this person again, this is something like you're going to be like so confused about why the King of Wands, the Tower, the World, the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands. I think it's like, damn, I'm moving into a whole freaking relationship. All right, so you got karmic balance coming towards you. You have elevation. You have a marriage coming in. Page of Swords, Hangman, Four of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. The Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Page of Cups. Why is this Nine of Swords? King of Wands. You have a soulmate coming in. But why is the Nine of Swords, the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords? You know, Three of Wands, Two of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. When you meet whoever this is, I feel like you're so like Ace of Wands and you beginning, you're so nervous about it because it's like, I don't want to fuck shit up. You know, oh my God, is this really gonna last? That kind of energy. Just let God work. Like, you know what I mean? So you have a marriage coming in, you have stability. Just shift your perception. All right. Because there's something that you even question yourself, like imposter syndrome. Oh my God, is this too good to be true? Like, yes, girl, you're deserving of all this shit. So you got beautiful energies coming in. You have someone else here, yeah, that you're blocking out. So what? All right. So you have, I mean, even work looks good. Money's gonna look good. So you have like a big, you have a lot of majors. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So you have eight. You have nine. I just realized that. You have a big like you have transformation coming in. The energy is coming towards you as money, success and around your career, and love. All right. Congratulations. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to keep your karma balance. I will timestamp momentarily. Your girl hungry. I'm gonna come back on the membership page. And I'm also going to do probably like the weekly read for this week. All right, guys. Take care. Love you guys.